This is Damon Tinnon, creator of the Get Your GED Now test preparation series. I want to thank you for your interest in watching this PowerPoint video called Evaluating GED Offers. I have been teaching GED prep since 2001. In those 13 years, I have taught in the adult school classroom, in the library literacy programs, and online. And the one thing that I have seen prevent more people from getting their GED credential than anything else is the inability to evaluate offers for GED help. What do I mean by this? I have seen students sign up for GED classes with no consistent plans for childcare. I have seen students spend hundreds of dollars on books, tutors, DVDs, etc., who work multiple jobs and are raising children and have little hope of actually using any of the material that they've purchased. I have talked with students who literally spend hours upon hours surfing the internet, clicking on anything that is free to use, and end up more confused and overwhelmed than prepared to take a test. It comes down to evaluation. Can you make a judgment about your own general skill level, your own time available for study, and your own resources that you have available to get help? For most people without a GED, getting a GED is a pretty big deal because it unlocks doors and opportunities that are locked without it. If you accept the offer for GED help that is wrong for you, even if it is free, in the end, you are likely to be left without a GED. For most, the extent of their evaluation is cost. This might be driven by an actual lack of money or by a value that is put on the GED. If it's free, most people are in. Right now, you might be thinking, how am I supposed to know how to evaluate GED offers? My response is that it is a lot simpler than you may think, and I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. When you do a Google search for GED, you get about 44,200,000 results. The results are largely driven by the word free. But I have to dispel one large misconception first. There is no such thing as a free GED anything. Most free study materials cost you your time. Most free GED videos are ad-based and cost you your eyeballs watching ads. GED classes are not free. Someone is funding the class, and you pay with your time logged in that seat. And you serve a statistical purpose for a school's attendance report, a literacy program's person served report, or some other reporting mechanism that supports the dollar expenditure. Then there are websites that plain use the word free just to get you in, give you a few things to gain your trust, and then drop the cost on you later. So don't be fooled into thinking that you are getting anything free. You're going to pay either with your time or your money, but you are going to pay. There are three important questions to ask yourself when evaluating GED offers. The first is, does it cost, and is the cost reasonable? And it's not just about dollars and cents, it's also about your time. As you prepare for the GED and whatever goal follows your GED, you have got to begin to see your time as valuable and put a high value on it. The first question most of us ask is how much something costs, but we rarely ask about how much of the most valuable resource that you and I have, time, how much time will it actually cost me? Let me give you an example. Last year, the garbage disposal went out at my rental property. I called a few local repair companies, and the lowest cost was $85 an hour. I was shocked. Instead, I went down to Home Depot and I bought a garbage disposal for about $90. I called my tenants and told them I would be over and to expect me to be there for about an hour. In the end, I was there for 4 hours, and I had to call my brother-in-law to help me to stop a pipe from leaking. In the end, I could have paid the professional about $85 to replace it. Instead, I wasted 4 hours of my valuable time. I sweated like a pig underneath a sink, and I missed a weekend afternoon with my wife and kids. The second question that you need to ask yourself is whether or not the offer is legit. That's why on the home page of my website, I make it clear that although I offer a few free tools, my product actually costs money. Most marketing professionals tell me that I turn people off by doing this, but it is more important for me to be upfront and honest. On my site, if someone is just surfing for free stuff, heck, there are 44 million other options out there. I'm trying to attract people who are serious about passing the GED. Even if you are not ready to take the test and are just exploring your options, it is still to your advantage to know what the costs are. Can you really use it? I might be willing to give you a tennis racket, but if you don't have access to a tennis court, what good is it? I see so many people buy the 600-page GED book, but they do not have the time to go through it. I have seen so many well-meaning students jump into GED materials but lack the basic skills to progress. They need to start at an earlier level and then move up from there. Then there's money. Is it realistic what is offered for the cost? Don't try to get something for nothing. You'll get burned every time. If you're going to attend a public GED class that is free or low cost, understand that you are not the focus of this class. And in exchange for a free or low cost situation, you will need to invest more time, as the classes are at specific times and the instructor must spread his or herself around. If you're going to get a GED book, DVD series, or some other web-based product, understand there will be times that you get stuck and it may take longer than you expect to work through the subjects. In the end, if it is free, it will cost you more time. If you spend money, it may cost you less time and you might be able to get exactly the thing that works for you. For example, video, computer software, personal tutor, etc. Just realize, as you are not getting your GED so that you can provide free services to the community, the person or company who makes a living developing GED tools is probably not either. As I said at the beginning of this PowerPoint video, being able to evaluate GED offers will save you a lot of valuable time. However, it starts with being straight with yourself. If you work an 8+ hour day and raise children, it will be difficult for you to utilize a public GED class. If you are single, work a regular schedule, and have 3 to 6 months to get your GED, then a public class might be exactly what you need. If you need to get your GED in 1 month, you may need to get a tutor or a product so that you have all the materials and so that you can study them whenever you want, as much as you want. If you learn better visually, consider a video series. If you learn better by text, consider the Big GED book. If you learn best through listening to another, consider a tutor. Being straight with yourself about who you are as a student and where you are in life will go a long way to helping you to appropriately evaluate GED offerings. My Get Your GED Now test preparation series is straightforward. It is a curriculum of 13 easy-to-follow lessons that prepare you to pass the GED test. It is supplemented by 2 live GED classes each month. This comes to you at a one-time cost of $25. In addition, I offer a premium version of my product, which includes the 13-lesson curriculum. These lessons are supplemented by 2 classes each week, a video library of past classes and webinars that I have taught, and access to online office hours. The premium package gives you a login that allows you to access the curriculum from your smartphone, whether that be an iPhone or an Android phone, your PC, or your Mac. Because this online GED classroom is browser-based, there is no confusing software to download. You just simply access it from the browser that you use, Firefox, Internet Explorer, or some other browser that you may use. This is a cost of $99. For more information about the Get Your GED Now test preparation series, visit me at www.mygedlive.com. Thank you.